Holy that is awesome as shit.
This is Pr3miere, a stunning multi-phase blockbuster routine.
Hi, it's Paul here from Vanish Magic Magazine. Today on the review show, we are going to be checking out Pr3miere by Nikolas Mavresis and David Jonathan. Let's have a look at what you get inside the box. So first of all, you'll notice it's nicely packaged. When you open up the box, you're going to get the link, and the link is the tutorial. The tutorial is really well done, great quality. And when we open it up, we're going to get a whole lot of little goodies inside the box. By the way, the link is in the lid here. So you'll find that's where the tutorial is if you're looking for it. You're going to get a whole lot of things. I suggest you really have to, before you start playing with the product when you get it, make sure that you follow and watch the instructions or the tutorial. That's really important because you could damage a few things perhaps. So make sure that when you do it, you watch the tutorial first. So inside the box, you're going to get 2 packets of cards. These are the movie cards that you're going to get. Now, I've already set it up in the envelopes, but you will get the movie cards. You'll get 2 packets of these. You're going to get some special envelopes. Now, these are actually, this particular one, the second set is ungimmicked, so you can have that there. You're going to get a little plunger, if you like. You're also going to get some sort of poker chips. Now, the poker chips on the back have different styles or different genres of movies, and that's what you get inside the box. So now, because you've got lots of little sort of moving parts, I think you aren't going to want to keep the packaging in the box and keep everything in there. It protects it, but also it'll stop parts getting lost because they may get lost if you throw them in the bag. You won't need this one yet. You've got in the video, you'll get an online tutorial, which I said, and in the download, they're going to walk you step by step through the performances, through the variations, and also the handling of the trick. So for me, this is a really nice premise. I love the idea of using, I've got them set up in here, of using movies because I'm a movie buff myself. One thing about the envelopes, and they do mention this, you'll notice here if you see this, when I got this envelope out, the glue had started to come undone. That's not a big problem at all. All you need is a glue stick, and they do say that because of the weather, and I know what it's like when things travel, that when you get this, the envelopes may come apart a little bit, but that's not a big deal. Don't let that put you off. Just grab a glue stick and that'll be fixed. I haven't done that yet, but you can certainly see some of these, and it's only because of the weather that the stickiness has come undone. But once you use a glue stick, that'll be the end of that problem. So back to this, I've got cards in here already, but it's really very clever. It's almost, it really is self-working. I love this. So you're going to get a whole lot of different sort of movie cards, different movies, and I'll show you a few of them here. So for example, the movie 1, and then the 7, and then it's, to me, this is like a chair test. And this is why I really like this, because I love chair tests. It's almost like a chair test, but without the chairs and in a close-up sort of version, scenario, if you like.
A movie is freely selected and remembered by the spectator. Remember the movie? Keep it in mind, do not forget it. Now, your spectators don't know this yet, but on the back of each token is a hint to a secret movie. For example, 3 hints to Toy Story 3, and they generally have a free choice as to where to place each token. Where does this one go?
That one.
That one right there.
Yep.
What about this one? Music, okay.
And where should I put this one? Okay, perfect. And remember, you chose everything. Now that the plot is set in motion, you hit them with a series of blockbusting revelations. So for the genre of music, I got to see 8 Mile. For the animation, oh, let's hope it doesn't fall. It was the Toy Story 3, and then not Harry Potter for fantasy, but The Lord of the Rings and the Two Towers. So hopefully on the back of that chip is the number 2. Let's see. Oh!
Here next to Toy Story 3 is a 3. Now you're probably expecting a 1, but the question is if you put it in the right place, and you did.
And that means that's freaking correct. You got every single one correct. Just when they think it's over, you remind them that at the very beginning, they freely chose any movie. And between these two, 7 was not it. 8 Mile was my favorite. Was that the one you were thinking?
That was it. Yeah.
And there you go. And finally, the best part of every movie, the twist ending. Like in any good movie, when you watch it back with a change of perspective, you see that there were clues hidden all along and then everything comes together. And this is my surprise ending.
Holy, whoa, 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 whoa.
So for me, this really isn't a walkabout routine. It's nothing I would do walkabout unless I knew I had a table or I had sort of more of a formal place to do this where people could pay attention. If I'm doing walkabout and people are drinking, they have a drink in one hand and so on, this isn't the trick for that. For me, this is a trick where I know people are paying attention. They can sit down and listen to a story or listen to the full performance. It's a theatrical piece of close-up magic. This is how I would describe this, because it has a patter, a story to it. You can either follow that or not. It's up to you, of course, but it makes sense. And also the structure of the routine is several phases, and because it's several phases, people need to concentrate. So if they're drinking and they're walking around a lot, you know, they may not have their full concentration. So I think it'll get lost in that sort of environment. Okay, so let's talk about the quality of the props. The props are really well made. You get, as I said, the poker chips are really well made. Everything's been made for this. Pretty much everything is gimmicked. The envelopes are special. The poker chips are special, and it allows for this to be almost self-working, if you like. So you just have to rely on presentation, which is nice. There's some really nice sort of mechanical moves, or there's a little bit of something at the end which just makes this 100%. It was a little finicky at first, but once I realized what it was to make each of these match, it's self-working. It's really lovely to do. It'll work every time. But that's why you have to watch the tutorial, the download tutorial. I didn't watch it properly, and when I watched it again, I went, oh, wait a minute, there's something I have to do, and I do it, and that move makes this work 100%. So make sure that you watch the download tutorial. The cards are well made. You can see the quality is really good. The printing is excellent. The poker chips themselves are great. These look like they're sort of handwritten, which is nice. So overall, I think this is a great product. I love this, and under the right condition, it's going to be fantastic. It's what I like to call theatrical close-up magic, which is something that we don't really get these days. So this, under the right condition, this is a beautiful piece of mind reading or mystery, or even magic, but it's a sort of a mentalism piece. And I love the premise, so I think you're going to have fun with this. It's a great routine. Pr3miere gets my highest 5-star rating.
It's a complete Oscar-worthy mentalism act in one mind-blowing routine. This is Pr3miere by Nikolas Mavresis and David Jonathan.